So, hyper quick overview of my new and improved audio source controller script. It's a self-contained script that extends Unity's native audio functionality. I've made this absolutely incredible UI to show what it does. So first off, let's load it up with a bunch of visceral words.
Crackle, splurge, grumble, bumble, slurp, sluggish.
By default, it chooses randomly, but can also make it play in sequence or repeat a single one.
Bumble, 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 bumble.
You can also handle overlapping with play one shot.
Bumble, 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 bumble.
Avoid repeating clips is a great way to avoid audible repetition because it means it's avoid playing the last however many clips when playing at random.
Jumble, plunge, sluggish, crackle, clatter.
Perfect for things like vocal barks or visceral words. Under parameters, we've got volume, which uses decibels,
quiver, guzzle, splurge,
which makes it far more natural sounding to ears and easier to edit visually. Pitch similarly uses semitones rather than speed, which I've done because it's a bit closer to the way that we perceive pitch.
Slurp, bench,
sizzle, quiver, bench, jumble, guzzle, sizzle, plunge, bench, guzzle, slither, splurge, plunge, slurp, slurp.
Plunge, crackle, grumble, guzzle,
jumble,
sizzle, bench, slurp.
All of these you can edit in the inspector, and I've exposed these as nice little properties so that they're really easy to change from code. So you can change like literally just volume equals, pitch equals this, you could do pitch minus equals this, replace the clip, change the loop, all of that. Next up, I've got this super sexy fade going on. You can control the type of curve with the curve shape parameter. You can create your own curve if you want. This applies when the sound starts and stops, but you can also control it separately using public fade functions. Let clip finish is another neat thing. It does exactly what it says on the tin. If you call stop while it's playing and let clip finish is enabled, instead of stopping immediately, it waits until the end of the clip. So if we enable it,
sizzle, grumble, splurge, slither.
It allows the clip to finish before stopping. A good use case for this would be making Animal Crossing-esque voices, where you might tie the blah 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 to when the subtitle is being displayed and then stops typing, and instead of cutting out abruptly or fading out, which would then sound very unnatural, the character can finish their little phrase or sound. The last thing that I want to show is the events. As I'm sure you've noticed, I've got some Unity events hooked up here that you can connect stuff, which is what's making these spheres change color. But we can also connect it out to other kind of gameplay effects like particles. So here I'm connecting on play to this AAA particle effect, and then I'm also using it here. It can also trigger on stop. Wow, is that Niagara? Yeah, that's the long and short of it. The audio source controller script is linked in this video description. Please have a poke around with it and see if you can break it, as it can handle like a massive range of audio from ambience to player movement to UI sounds, weapon fire, music. So it's completely self-contained. It only relies on itself. It's not really a replacement for like a middleware system, but for getting things up and running quickly without much faff, it does the job. So yeah, if you have used it in your projects, I would love to know. And if you're interested in learning more about game audio, then go to javiervelastin.com/game audio.